introduction. I was giving this talk in Rome at the World Congress of Osteoporosis. I learned two things. The Italian gelato is delicious, and the gladiators at the Colosseum, this big, tall, muscular guys, were actually vegetarian. Food has always been the center of good health. Average lifespan in India was about 29 years. Death rate was high, mainly because of smallpox, polio, which are now eradicated, almost, with vaccinations and antibiotics. Now, we see most people die due to diabetes, heart disease, cancer. They have become rampant. They are all, in a way, lifestyle related. In a way, we have fallen prey to our own habits. Good habits are withering away. Bad habits, food, has made its own space in our refrigerators. Ordering in and dining out have become the norm. So today, in this talk, I will tell you how you can all live hale and hearty without succumbing to these lifestyle diseases, without requiring medications, just by making simple choices in your food, even while ordering in or dining out. This is not my son's GPA score. In fact, it was my blood test results. At a hemoglobin level, A1C level of 7.8, a diagnosis of diabetes was made. 4 of your friends, colleagues, sent me 4 prescriptions of the same drug, the same dose. Take this for 3 months, they said, and if those numbers don't come down, we will increase the dose. The decision seemed unanimous. So I looked at this pill, the size of a pea. I have to take this lifelong for the rest of my life, every single day. I looked at the side effects. Nothing looked appealing. In fact, bad taste in the mouth was also listed there. And I could already feel it even before I took the medications. And thus my quest began. Today, I stand here before you, diabetes-free, my sugar's under control, and I've been able to achieve this without taking any medications. A journey over the past 2 years, many learnings and experiences worth sharing. But the real question is, why didn't my friends, my colleagues, my well-wishers tell me this was even possible in the first place? Why did it take me 2 years to research the data, look up the content, and be convinced content enough to write a book? I don't believe them. This is not something which is taught in medical schools or colleges. You can pick up any textbook of diabetes. The focus is mainly on medications and onwards. Diet, lifestyle is mentioned, but not with necessary emphasis. I'm a nuclear medicine physician, and this is what I do on an everyday basis. We look at cell function at a microscopic level using special radioisotopes. Whole body FDG PET-CT scans are done using fluorodeoxyglucose. It's a glucose analog, mimics glucose. What you're seeing here is cancer feeding on cells, sugar feeding on cancer cells. Sugar is present in the food that you eat. Sugar and fat act as catalysts fueling the spread of cancer, the fire of the spread. Food affects your genes too. Genes are not your destiny. They can be turned on and off like a switch. Let's look at the BRCA gene, for example. That's the famous, notorious cancer gene for breast cancer. Not everybody has this gene, nor everyone with this gene actually ends up getting cancer. Certain environmental factors, carcinogens, food, lifestyle, trigger these cells to go berserk, grow non-stop, and turn cancerous. On the contrary, good micronutrients in the microenvironment for these cells can put a brake to this process. We do heart scans, looking at how the heart behaves while at stress. Could be physical stress, emotional stress, or surgical stress. It shows us if there are any blockages in the blood vessels, if bypass surgery is needed, or stents need to be put in. Can you guess what's in these two test tubes here? Both are blood samples from the same patient. One has this thin yellow fluid on top, the other white, thick, gooey stuff. I will give you a hint. One was drawn, the sample was drawn after the patient ate a vegetarian sandwich, and the other after eating a double-decker cheeseburger. Now it's easy to guess, right? The cheese sauce looking like thing obviously came from the burger. Now guess again. What do you think got deposited in these heart vessels, blocking them, because of which the patient had a heart attack, needed to undergo open heart surgery so that they could put in the stents to open up these blocks? Fat, again, the culprit. We also do gut scans, looking at the transit of food in the gut. And the shape of these curves can change depending on the form of food you eat. Could be solid or liquid, animal or plant. You've all seen moss grow on bricks and stones. In the same way like bricks, food forms the matter on which these gut microbes grow on. Not only these microbes grow, they kind of act like a second brain, talking to the main brain and controlling our feelings. And I have this gut feeling that plant foods are better for you, plant-based foods, because research has proven that animal products are inflammatory and cause diseases, including depression. We do brain scans. What you're looking at is the dopaminergic activity in the brain. Dopamine is a pleasure hormone. Sugar hits that sweet spot in the brain, turning it on just like these highly addictive substances like nicotine, cocaine, tobacco. This is called a pleasure trap. Food has been the most accepted form of addiction. We celebrate festivals, birthdays, Maui, funerals, all centered around food. And the food giants know this. Just like how the hospitals have pharmacists to do the medically correct compositions, the tablets and the cough syrups, the food industry, the multi-million-dollar companies have food scientists, food tasters who come up with this perfect combination of SOS, salt, oil, and sugar, which are highly addictive. The advertisements, the ads, promote hedonic eating. In a way, they profit at the cost of your health. Food affects every single cell of every single organ system in your body, and therefore your health in more ways than you can possibly imagine. The number one reason why most of our loved ones die is heart disease. Over 60% of cancer we see already in stage 3 or 4. Majority of diabetics are overweight or obese. Knees hurt, bones pain, fracture even. Memory is lost, all because of wear and tear, neglect. All of this is preventable, and some even reversible. Food is medicine in itself. When I was researching for my book, I came across this wonderful subject called lifestyle medicine, something doctors can train and get certified in. Resonates the same ideology of the WHO definition of health, a 360-degree approach, if you will. It doesn't mean the same. It's like a 360-degree approach of health and not just mere absence of disease. In a way, this got me thinking, we doctors are trying to catch the patients off the cliff, not really focusing on building bridges against the climbing it in the first place. This is because we are trained to kind of the floor and never really turn off the tap. Healthcare has become top-heavy in its own sense, focusing on symptomatic treatments with medications and surgeries, which undoubtedly the stars of the show, with life-saving medications and cutting-edge technological inventions. However, the approach has also become reductionistic in its own sense. Specialists want to train more and more about less and less. Our depth of knowledge is deep, however, scope narrow. What is needed is a holistic approach, and that is exactly what lifestyle medicine brings to the table. By looking at diseases at a grassroots level, addressing the root cause, and therefore should the foundation of every medical specialty, because the foundation, the building is only as solid as its foundation, and the food forms the strongest, the most integral part of this foundation. Culinary medicine focuses, it's a branch of lifestyle medicine, mainly focusing on food. Skilling particularly, how to grow, what to eat, how to prep, how to cook, the works. Because building skill power is as important as building willpower. Willpower helps you choose the right kind of foods, healthy versus not healthy. But it's the skill power which helps you make those healthy choices tasty, satisfying, satiating, and sustainable over the long run. This is best done by bringing patients together to their families, engaging the entire ecosystem or the subsystem, getting to know them with motivational interviewing, behavior modification, and counseling. I tell my patients, be mindful of what you put in your mouth or your vehicles, cars or bikes, food or medicine, petrol or diesel. The size of a pea is about the same size of a tablet. Stents similar to a green bean. One can help you heal and prevent disease. The other can help you fix the already hoarded disease. Our bodies are made of what we eat. So if you're mindful and careful, if you choose wisely what you put inside, we don't need to medicate. We can actually eradicate some of these diseases. And this is exactly what I did. By choosing the right foods on my plate, quantity and quality wise, I was able to do away with the medications. Foods affect our habitat too. Planet Earth is not something we have inherited from our older generation. It's in fact something we have borrowed from our future generation. We need to take care of it. Producing and eating plant-based foods leaves a smaller carb imprint on the planet and a smaller karma imprint on your soul, if you will. Coming to the last picture, we could all choose something, choices. If you want a snack, you have a bowl full of nuts, healthy fats, or a bowl of potato chips, everybody's favorite, egg or popcorn or chicken popcorn full of trans fats. If you have a sweet tooth like me, dates rich in fiber, naturally sweet, or eclairs, kind of look like dates, full of white sugar, a slice of pizza, or a slice of watermelon, tender coconut water filled with nutrients, or glass of soda. If you choose something from the top row, please stand up. If you choose something from the bottom row, please keep those bottoms down. While you stand up, I'd like to close by saying plant-based, low-fat foods are eco-friendly, ethical, and healthy, and therefore a great choice for a better life within you and around you. Thank you.